All right, so in this tutorial, let's go ahead and build the pop-up menu using Elementor. Now I'm going to go back here. I already built one down here. I'm going to keep it up. And I'm going to go and open up a new tab, a new Elementor tab. Let me go and open this one up like so, like this. Let me just click preview changes, and this will open up a tab. So I'm going to head back to Elementor in the dashboard. So head back to the WordPress dashboard and then fetch templates. Now with Elementor, we have this option to create templates. So hover over templates like so and click on pop-ups. Then you can see that I already have created one pop-up. So I'm going to create a new one from scratch and I'm going to create it by ourselves. So let's scroll down here. Now you have the option to add a new one. Click add new. And here, the pop-up, I'm going to name it menu pop-up 2 because I already have one that is named menu pop-up 1. So menu pop-up 2 now. Click on create a template. That's it. So here we're not going to be using any one of these. I'm going to click the X button and let's add a container from scratch. I want you to add this container direction from top to bottom. And then here go to elements and let's search for nav menu. Now I'm going to drag and drop the nav menu here. I'm going to set it up to be footer menu like so. And you can see in a second that my menu will be operational. Now here, the layout, I want it to be vertical, not horizontal. And it will change. So it will just go from top to bottom like this. And the alignment, I want to align it at the center. Now, when we hover over it, there is an underline that takes place. I want it to be background instead of underline so that when somebody hovers over this, the background will change. Let me just wait a second here. Now, this should work. Okay, like this. Now, animation, I can add an animation of sweep up, sweep left. So we have a lot. Now here, I'm going to grow. So when we just hover over any element of these, let's have a look at the animation now. It should just take place in any second. Sometimes it takes time for something to propagate, but I think this one is cool. So we can change the background color later. Now I'm going to go here. Submenu indicator, well, I'm going to keep it like that. But since we have no submenu now, it should just work fine. Now here, toggle button, no toggle button, align. Now here, it's aside, but I want it to be centered. Like so. And here, full width, it says full width, stretch the drop down. We don't really have any drop down menu, so that's not our bother. I'm going to go to style here. I'm going to change the text color to black. And I'm going to go and change the typography here to 20, like so. And instead of semi-bold, I want it to be medium. And right here, I think we have done quite a good job. Now here, the horizontal padding, you can change the horizontal padding. That doesn't really make a difference. Now the vertical padding, you can make them closer together. I think this one is cool. Space between, let's just keep it like that. And border radius is when you hover over these elements, you can apply a border radius like this. Looks pretty good to me. I'm going to apply 5 border radius. I think 5 is just fine. Click 5. That's it. And let's go to advanced now. Now the width here is by default, but you can change that here. Align self, let's align it at the center. Order like this. And I want you to click here on settings. Now here, it says the height fit to content, and I'm going to say fit to screen. I'm going to change it. So now it's going to fit to screen. Now the width, let's change the width of the section like so. And here the position, I want it to be positioned at the right hand side. And from here center, that's fine. And that's it. I'm going to publish, save and close. So now we have published our menu. And we can go back and use this very same menu on our button down here so that when people click the button, they can see the menu. Now I'm going to do something here. I'm going to click on my button element. And I want to go back here to advanced options, scroll down to responsive, And then here, I'm going to hide it on desktop. I'm only going to show it on tablet and on mobile because we don't really need it on desktop. Now on tablet, on mobile is where it is going to be better to be used. But still, I'm going to click on it here. I'm going to go to content. And here in the place of link, I'm going to click dynamic tags. And let me search for Popup. Click on Popup, then click here on this tool icon. And then here, instead of all pop-ups, I'm going to select menu, pop-up number 2. Menu, it is searching, so normally it should find it. All right, so we have menu pop-up number 1, menu pop-up number 2. That's what we want. Click out, and then update. So now let's go and have a demonstration, see how this works. Let me just wait for this to update, and I'm gonna go and refresh this page to show you how this works. All right, so the page is getting updated. Now you will be able to see that now the menu will disappear from desktop view because this is the desktop view, and so it will disappear. But if I just shrink this down to tablet view level and to mobile view level, we'll be able to see our button. So here, I'm gonna make it smaller and like this. And so you can see now that we have our menu. So if I click on it, it shows the menu like so, and that's perfect. Now, another thing that we can do is, if you can see here, there's this toggle bar like this. Now, I don't want to have two menus. I want to remove a toggle bar. So how do I do that? Well, I'm going to click here, click responsive mode, go to tablet mode, and then down here, click on this toggle bar element and go to advanced, scroll down to the bottom, click responsive, and then hide it from tablet, hide it from desktop, and hide it from mobile. Now I'm going to update because we don't need it. And so now, if I just make this thing smaller, you can see that it still appears, but if I remove it, or if I just wait until the page refreshes, it will be removed and you can no longer see it on tablet view. And similarly, you will not be able to see it on mobile view as well. All right, so this is it. Now you can click on the menu. We have a pretty good menu. We have a pretty good website.